And that's basically it. She just left first thing in the morning. If it wasn't for Jasmine telling me, I wouldn't have known she was gone. I swear, it really was just an accident. I didn't mean to tell her. Well, I did, but I didn't expect her to take matters into her own hands.
And what did you expect would happen when you told her about our missing guard situation?
I don't know. At most I thought she'd be worried. I didn't expect her to go all the way to Maharia to grab him herself.
This is perfect. Another thing I get to add onto my ever-expanding list of problems. I thought I had enough to deal with when it came to Dorian's disappearance. But now, I have to deal with the possibility of Miss Jacqueline going missing as well.
Are you mad at me?
You understood that the situation was meant to be kept between us alone. Yet you not only told another person, the person you told had no right to know this confidential information. Don't make the same mistake twice, Nikki.
Aw, Malik, I knew you couldn't stay mad at me, you big softy.
Don't misunderstand me. If we weren't low on capable guards, I would have made you return your sword and sent you home for what you've done. You won't be receiving special treatment for being my younger sister.
Aw. Where are you going?
Maharia. We can't afford to send additional guards to retrieve Dorian and Jacqueline, so I'll be going myself. If we sent someone else and they went missing, we would have to forego the idea entirely.
Hold it. Absolutely not. We need you here. I'll go retrieve them. It's my fault Jacky went out there in the first place. Besides, I doubt they're in any serious trouble. Dorian must be staying with someone he met over there.
And if they've encountered something serious, I would rather make sure I'm not putting more of Ershin's guards in harm's way.
Are you doubting my abilities?
When did I ever say that?
Huh?
Where did you come from?
That was strange. What did it drop?
Just a letter. Dear Malik.
I hope this letter finds you in good health. Well, I'm assuming you're fine. In any case, guess who I found in Maharia? I found Dorian. He's not doing too well, though. I won't get into the finer details in this letter, but when we get back, we'll explain everything to you. Do know that he is safe and that we are staying with a friend of his in the meantime. Until we return, please, do not send anyone over to Maharia. I promise I will explain everything later. I'll be sure to update you on the situation, so don't feel the need to write back. XOXO, Jacky.
She dotted the I's with hearts.
Interesting. It certainly is a relief to hear that they are safe. Although I certainly wish to know more about Maharia's situation. Dorian being unwell is also very concerning.
I don't know whether or not to feel good or bad about being proven wrong in this situation.
I would hold off on any further judgments until they return. In the meantime, we'll wait for her next letter and continue on with our day.
Alright. started raining. No wonder why I'm so sleepy. Seems like Flame is still asleep. It's been eventful these past day? Singular? This has been an eventful day or two. First find out that Dorian goes missing, find Dorian. Dorian's about to die. Dorian's not gonna die. It's been a crazy 5 hours. Has it been 5 hours? Oh, I wish I could tell time. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I hope... Oh! Daemsha! Good morning! Nice to see you. Jacky, good morning. I was just on my way to see you. Me? Why? Dorian asked if he could speak with you. Alone. Alone? Why, exactly? I'm not sure. He didn't tell me why. Only that he wanted to see you. Well, at least he's awake. That's a good thing. I'll just go in to see him then. Wait. When you see him, don't be too surprised. That is all I will say. Huh? Surprised? Surprised for what, exactly? Okay. I guess I'll figure it out myself. Why would he want to talk to me alone? Did I do something? No. Well, I saved him, but... Could there be something else? I'll figure it out myself. I'll figure it out just by talking to him. I'm coming in! Dorian. You've been staring for a while. Is there something on my face? Dorian looks to the side in concern, before smirking and turning back to face you. Or has my beauty left you speechless? Your face! You... look different. Ah! Yeah, sorry, you had to find out that I wasn't a natural brunette. Really? You're joking at a time like this? Dorian smiles upon hearing your laughter. I'm glad that's your reaction to all of this. To be honest, I wasn't sure how you would react. I've never had a positive reaction like that before. Like... What do you mean? Dorian opens his mouth to speak, but hesitates. Instead, he pats the side of his bed. Take a seat. I, have a lot to explain. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Now this is a pretty cute room. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a blinking thing. Those gems are really sparkly. And there's just a whole corner of... Okay, hep. You like the decor? Took me a while to gather all of the trinkets you see here. Yeah, everything here looks really nice, actually, and that corner over there, is all of that just gold pieces? Well, yes. I could have put them into drawers, but there's too much gold to fit anywhere but that corner. Yeah, that makes sense. Checks out. So, this is your room? Yeah, and you'd be the first person to ever see it. Well, besides the others who live in this cottage. Others? Like, roommates? Like a roommate situation? You could say that, but we don't have to get into that right now. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, so go ahead and ask away. Yeah, I mean, I just woke up, so it's gonna take me a bit. Where do I want to start? I mean, I guess we could just jump into why do you look different? Well, to put it simply, I've always looked like this. He motions to himself. I used glamour magic to change the way I look, as I have been for years. Why? You look fine just the way you are. Ouch! I thought I was beautiful, but here you go, saying I'm just fine. Dorian sighs with exaggeration. I didn't mean it like that, like in a bad way. I mean, I personally think that you are stunning, and you don't need to magically alter the way that you look. He smiles in response, humming in amusement. I was messing with you. Though I do appreciate the compliment. I don't use glamour magic because I hate the way I look. I use it because it makes things a lot easier for me. I don't typically stay in the same place for that long, so whenever I need to move, I adopt a new look to get a fresh start in the next place. With a brand new persona that doesn't have a past, I don't have to worry about going into the next place and immediately getting fucked over. Dorian messes with a strand of his hair as he finishes speaking. You notice a sad look in his eyes before he blinks and looks at you. He notices your confused expression and waves his hands. Not that I purposefully get into trouble. I'm not a thief or anything like that. I just end up messing with the wrong people. It's okay. I believe you. So, why were you captured back then? Dorian crosses his arms in thought. I'm not really sure how to answer this. It has to do with that fake priest, Virgil. I ended up finding out his secret and, safe to say, he was less than pleased about it. When I confronted him and Lord Dane, they locked me up. That led to me being in that state you saw that day, and I've gotten a bit better, though weak. But I'm still alive, thanks to you. Secret? What secret did you find out that made them throw you into the dungeon? There's a lot of things that would need to be explained to you, and I doubt I know enough myself to tell you. What I can say is that Virgil isn't who he claims to be. He parades around as a divine follower, which is partially true. Only, he doesn't worship any of the gods. He's using the Lord of Maharia in order to worship his master. I don't know who she is exactly, but I know a false idol when I hear one. False idol? Wait, do you mean like a cult? Basically. He's done a pretty good job of convincing the Lord, and from what I know of Dane, he has a lot of influence in his town. The townspeople will listen to his words because they trust him. Virgil definitely knew he could use that to his advantage. When I tried to expose him for the fraud he is, Dane's tranquilizing tea kicked in. Then I was thrown into the dungeon, and you know the rest. I mean, yeah, that does make sense. I've witnessed how the tea affects people firsthand, so makes a lot of sense. So I was wondering what you've asked many questions already. I would like to ask some of my own. May I? Sure! Go for it! You can ask me anything. Anything? That's a little dangerous, don't you think? Dorian chuckles. Back in the dungeon, I asked you why you came. I'm not exactly satisfied with the answer you gave me. What was your real reason? Huh? Wait, are you serious? I thought I'd made myself clear back then. As soon as I got back to Airson from my expedition with James and Sarah, I asked Malik for you. He was acting a bit dismissive, like he was hiding something. So I talked to Nikki about it, and she basically told me why he was. She said you hadn't come back from your mission and that you hadn't written back about staying for longer either, so Malik was getting nervous and thinking that something bad had happened to you. They were waiting on Sarah and James to return before sending someone out for you, because there's not many guards stationed in Airson, so they weren't able to send anyone out sooner. And they sent you. No, no, they didn't send me. I was getting more worried as the day passed. I couldn't really sleep thinking about the possibility of something bad happening to you, so as soon as the sun rose, I wanted to find you, just to confirm you were okay. I didn't want any more time to pass if you were in a rough spot. I'm glad I trusted my gut feeling. I was right for the most part. Yeah. So, it was out of a genuine concern for me. Huh? Yeah, of course it was. Is that really hard to believe? Like I said before, I really just wanted to make sure you were okay. It was within my power to just go out and check on you. Best case scenario, you were just on a mini vacation and forgot to write back. I'd have even taken you just straight up leaving Airson because you decided to not be a guard there anymore. Out of all of the scenarios that ran through my mind that day, I would have never in a million years thought that you had been captured and imprisoned. No one deserves to be kept in a shitty cell with shittier conditions while barely clinging on to life. Those circumstances are just too cruel to put another living being through. Nobody, not you or Flame or anyone for that matter, should be put through that. You notice yourself getting worked up over the situation you found Dorian in. He watches you blankly. It's hard to understand what he's thinking. I don't remember getting a thank you, by the way. I saved your life, and all I got in response was, "Why did you save my life?" And I got teased for doing so. Now, I'm not really well educated in the customs around here, but I highly doubt that's how someone responds to getting rescued from near death. You want a thank you? Will a kiss suffice? What?! I'm messing with you, of course. Thank you. If it wasn't for your concern, then I don't think I would have been able to leave of my own will. I would have become a pawn for some false deity, used to further whatever agenda they might have had. I would have lost myself. And because of you, I get to keep seeing what the future has in store for me. No amount of words can express how grateful I am that you saved me when you did. I promise you this. If you ever need help, feel free to rely on me for support. It's the least I can do since you've saved my life. I'll hold you to your promise then. I look forward to assisting you in future adventures. You'll see just how dependable I can truly be. Dorian yawns and starts laying down as his eyes start to close. You can count on me. Sweet dreams, Dorian.